Have you ever wondered, where are they going? I mean, films, images that move. Where are they going to be? Where do they stop? Do they travel in the same way this book does? Does it ever bother you?
谁能成就也能负责，也能负责。你作为个政府欺负给老百姓，你政府应该是服务性的，为人民服务的，结果你政府是这样欺负老百姓。你不要，我打你！谁给你权利打老百姓？哪有这个国家？ 我跟你说，我不学你，有这样的话，我教过什么事啊？我跟你说以后不这样子。你不是把这个学历给我，你看他干。不一定，别学历就是别人给可以没？我买不就为什么围攻？我这旁边。围攻他，我搁旁边这些人。跳的好跳那多玩意儿。 是你这个身份，我想到底是哪儿的？是不是？他就像那个意大利记者，就俺都鸟你，问个的时候他来中国就跑到。啊，这我相信你这个工作会得到历史上交代，肯定有价值。希望各位不是我跟你讲，这个不同的声音是对着的，这是国家的进步。
Middle-aged Chinese men in a park, impassionately complaining of their mayor's demolition policy. Curiously interrogating the cameraman's identity. Handheld, medium shot. A filmmaker in a precarious situation. This is my favorite moment in the documentary Chinese Mayor. What is more fascinating, though, is the fact that the man in the old green uniform compared the documentarian to Antonioni. Known as the great Italian film director on the other side of the world, Michelangelo Antonioni came to China in 1972. He got the permission to make a documentary about China in the middle of its decade-long Cultural Revolution. He said he did not try to understand the country, but wanted to present a collection of faces, gestures, and customs. A school day usually starts like this, running and outdoor exercises, explained Antonioni. But I bet he would have never expected that the Chinese school kids would still be willing to do the same calisthenics in their 50s. I know my parents will think it's ridiculous that I found something profound in this video of them, that I can feel the existence of a time that has always been beyond the reach of my memory. It is quite ridiculous, but what do you think? Do you also believe that a camera is actually a time machine? You know, they often say, if you stare at something long enough, anything strange about it will disappear. But I have to admit, the fact that this video rental shop still exists in Philadelphia Chinatown is quite strange. The shop owner told me there are about 150,000 tapes and DVDs in their storage. 10 years ago, many first-generation immigrants would still come here to rent TV shows and movies for their kids to learn Chinese. In his film Senseleo, Chris Marker compared a TV set to a memory box. His words only started to make sense to me after my trip to the Chinatown DVD shop. I realized it is only what remains in the memory that can become history. And in resistance to the impermanence of memory, people created archives in public space to put them on display. But what about the archives that cannot survive? Will history want to say something about their disappearance? During the winter break, I went back home in Beijing and visited Li Xianting Film Fund. Their archive used to hold more than 1,500 DVDs of independent films made by Chinese filmmakers. But in 2014, local authorities came to confiscate most of the films.
Stop recording, please.
别照，你干嘛照？你抢过来！拍什么呀，老师？拍什么呀？你在拍？拍这个呢？不是，拍什么呀？别拍！这一帮给我的手机。走，快点，走！
This documentary, made from footages collected by filmmakers, audience, and festival volunteers, documented how the 2014 Beijing Independent Film Festival got shut down by local authorities.
你是什么人？你是文化单位吗？是。你是什么文化单位？就咱们。你学过艺术吗？啊？学过艺术吗？咱们这放片子嘛，放片子，咱们应该能。现在不放了呀。我们现在不放了。停了。我已经不放了，看。
The poor images somehow revealed to me the conflict that has always existed between a rolling camera and an authority. What is a film festival with no film? And what is a film with no audience? At the Guggenheim Museum in New York, I decided to keep my camera on during the screening of an independent Chinese documentary. I wanted to keep it on.